Do you see the hadith? And she is mine. He said to him, Muhammad, the man, he said to him, I am your brother. He said, no, you are my brother in Islam and she is mine. Guys, in the Arabic tradition, when you go to ask somebody to marry his daughter, you don't say to him, she is mine, because the decision is not in your hand. It is in the decision in the hand of the father of the girl. You will see in the hadith in there that he is forcing him, he's threatening him, she is mine. No one is allowed to say that, because if you say that to a father in his house, in anywhere in the Middle East or anywhere in the Islamic country, he will kick your butt out. He will say, no, she's not yours, it's not up to you, because you're insulting him, because you are saying to him, you know what, you agree, you don't, she's mine. So did you see the hadith, Naliakbar? Your mic?
Yes, I saw the hadith, and the hadith translates as the Prophet asked Abu Bakr for Aisha's hand in marriage. Abu Bakr said, but I am your brother. The Prophet said, you are my brother in Allah's religion and his book, but she, Aisha, is lawful for me to marry. It says nothing about him forcing her father to marry her. Her father was concerned that, hey, you know, I'm your brother, I consider myself to be your brother, you know, how can you marry her? That's what it reads to me. And he's saying that you're my brother in Islam, that she's still lawful for me to marry. So there is no him forcing Abu Bakr to get Aisha married to him. All right, so I don't see where you're going with this. If you read it again, and it's, you know, he says, you know, the Prophet asked for the hand in marriage, and Abu Bakr said, but I'm your brother in Islam. But I'm your brother in Islam. What is that telling you? But I'm your brother in Islam. It means that, you know, I mean, but I'm your brother. Sorry, not in Islam. But I'm your brother, and the Prophet is talking about it in Islam. But I'm your brother, and the Prophet explains to him that, yes, you're my brother in Islam, but she's lawful for me to marry. As per the guidelines of the Quran, she's lawful for him to get married. And if you go into the Quran tells you who you can and cannot marry. And you know, she was never adopted or anything like that by the Prophet ﷺ, so therefore, you know, it never made her unlawful for him to marry her. Alright, so there is no him forcing here. This is a confirmation by Abu Bakr that, you know, indeed that the Prophet can marry Aisha. Alright, so I don't see where you're going with this. Your mic.
Naliakbar, if you have a good memory, you just said few moments ago, everybody heard you in the room. Guys, did he say her father offered him Aisha to marry her? Did he say that? You are the one who said that. And suddenly her father is saying but, which means he did not offer her, and he was surprised, and you don't agree. He's looking for excuse. He's saying, but I'm your brother. He did not jump from happiness saying, hey, wow, the Prophet want to marry my daughter. Guys, if a man, he came to marry my daughter, if I am married and I have a girl, and he is the most wonderful man ever around me, shouldn't be I like the most happy man? Am I going to say to a king, but? Or I will say, yeah, please, sir, you know. He said, but you are my brother. So he's trying to find an excuse, which means, you know what, first, when he say I am your brother, he mean it in many ways. I am in your age, man. Come on. Secondly, I am your brother, which means, you know, she is no good for you. Go look around. But the poor man, he have no authority. He cannot say no, this is Muhammad. So when you say Naliakbar, that's her father offer him his daughter, I'm not accusing you to be a liar. No, absolutely not. You was speaking up to your knowledge, but you was making a big mistake. I prove you wrong. That's number one. Number two, the father don't want him to marry her. He said, but. Then Muhammad, he said, no, you said that she is lawful for me. I'm your brother in Islam, which means my brotherhood with you have nothing to do with brother and sister. We are just a brother in the religion only. And she is mine. You are reading a translation about she is lawful for me, and وَهِيَ لِي halal. You don't say that to anyone, because for sure she is for him halal. Because she is not from his family, she is not his sister, she is not his mom, she is not his daughter, so for sure he can marry her. There is no need to say she is kosher or not. When he say in Arabic, when we say وَهِيَ لِي halal, like if I wanna buy a car, I say هذه السيارة حلالي, which means it's mine, that's it. I own it. And halal can go for anything, even my goat, even my car, anything I have authority over. So he's given himself authority over that little girl without a permission from her father. So as long we prove that he, Muhammad, he was shopping around for little girls, this your prophet, he cannot be a good guy for anyone. Now I want to ask you, Naliakbar, your prophet in the Quran said that every nation have a messenger from Allah. Every nation. Can you tell me the messenger of Japan, who is he? If your prophet is not telling a lie, every nation, by the way, ummah, walikulli ummah, in your translation, Islamic translation, it says every people. I'm just posting your translation. So every people have a messenger from God, from Allah. Who is the messenger of Japan? Your mic.